What up, y'all? It's your man Wayne Train back with another joint. And yeah, finally got my hands on a Pixel 2. Man. So, for a minute, let me just talk, I guess. When the first original Pixel was made, like a couple years ago, so I didn't really understand the hype, not at all. I think around the time the LG V20 was popping, and it was just everybody was just jumping on the Google bandwagon. They were throwing out $800 for a very stock phone, and at the time I was real confused because I'm like, we got the OnePlus 5, I believe. It's either OnePlus. Trying to believe me, no, it wasn't the OnePlus 5, it was the OnePlus 3. OnePlus 3T, whatever. So those phones were out. The LG V20 was a really hot device in my opinion. Honestly, it was probably LG's best, even with the V30, but that's another video. But those phones were out. What else was popping? What was that? What phone was that? Damn. Not the Huawei. Damn. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But it was another dual speaker phone from a company, a lesser known company. But that was a hot device, and it's gonna kill me if I don't think of this. I gotta figure it out. Damn. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna figure out by the end of the video. But all these different phones were out, but everybody was so like on the Google joint, and I never tried one no more than just going to the store and playing with it. The only thing I always knew was that the camera was great, and that was about it. I remember then they had the whole issue with the lens flare. So people's pictures was looking crazy with the glare and all that, but I don't know if they fixed it with a software update. They said they were going to try to, although I believe it was a hardware issue, but that's neither here nor there. But fast forward, obviously, now to the Google Pixel 2 and 2 XL. I have the standard 2 version with the big bezels, but and I was really interested in this one too. They didn't have the only thing that kind of kept me from jumping crazy onto is the omission of the headphone jack. So I'm like, okay, they following Apple's trends. So I mean, they're no different than any other company now. But regardless, I still really wanted to try one, and here I am now, finally, months later, Google Pixel 2. So I'm not gonna go too deep into any of the technical things. The phone's been out forever. Android 8 out the box, but my main reason for getting this phone and wanting this phone is so I can have a phone to test out Android P with. I got my OnePlus, but I don't want to do any different side loading stuff, so this was a quick and easy upgrade to the Android P beta version, so it was easy for me. So, but I'm not going to think about the software, because obviously there's different features with that. But Android Oreo out the box, what we talking about? Snapdragon 835, the previous gen stuff from last year. So you would think in 2018 now that something like that's kind of not obsolete, but it's not as good as what we got going right now. So it's whatever. But my time playing with this phone I had it since for a couple of days now, let's just say that. And I'm gonna be honest, completely 100% honest. There was a time where I was completely not really feeling Google like that with any of the Pixel phones, but I was hating from a distance. Now that I got my hands on one, I'm willing to say that this is definitely the best pure stock Android experience, and pretty much the best Android experience on a phone that you can get. So partly because I do have Android P is a lot of the reason why I'm feeling this way. But I'm not even gonna mention the camera because I got two other phones I'm testing it up against, the OnePlus 6 and the iPhone X, two of the other best cameras out right now. And this phone from last year is still better, and with one lens. both of the other phones I feel like companies are doing something wrong, man. Like Google out here putting one lens in the rear camera. They're actually gonna switch it up to the dual front lens. So I'm glad with the OnePlus, I got OnePlus stuck in my head, but kind of getting all over the place. But with the Google Pixel 3 that's rumored and all the stuff that's going on around there, it looks like they're jumping on the dual front camera, and that's something that hasn't really been done yet. I think the HTC got it, but that's neither here. But what they're doing with the camera with one lens, and it's still better than these dual cameras. They got phones throwing 3 cameras on the phone. Like, what's going on? Like, they're keeping it simple, man, with the one single lens. I don't know how they're doing it with a 12.2 megapixel camera, f1.8 aperture. No, like, nothing else. Like, there's no secondary lens for wide angle. There's no secondary lens for monochrome. There's no secondary lens for zoom or any of that. Like, it's just all software, and that right there is why I'm messing with Google and the Google Pixel. Like, Google, this phone and the OnePlus 6 and everything that OnePlus is doing is probably my favorite, like, 2 companies right now. They're focused on software, totally focused on software. All these other competitors, they stepping away from the software, and they're thinking the hardware is where it's at. And obviously the hardware is what costs the most, I believe. So that's what consumers, that's what we're paying for. We're paying for the hardware. So when the iPhone X2, whatever it's going to be called, X Plus comes out, we talking, they rumored up to 3 cameras, like the Huawei joint, the Huawei P20 Pro. Like, why? Come on now. Like, we don't need to constantly keep adding hardware. There's so many things on the software side that you can do to put out great quality, like, products, and with the camera, great photos. Google's doing that with mostly all software. Like, if you're gonna follow suit, follow what Google's doing, figure it out, do something. But I'll be damned if we're gonna pay for another $1,000 phone just because it got an extra camera lens, and the picture quality is probably just gonna be maybe a smidge better than this one. And we don't even know that yet. Like, people are going off these DxOMarks and all that stuff. Like, I got 3 phones, one from this year, one from the very end of last year, and I'm comparing, and those are probably regarded as 2 of the better cameras right now, and this phone is still better. DxOMark says something different. My eye test says it all for me. So, that's just a camera. I'm right now. I'm not. I don't want to say I'm fanning out because I'm not 100% like a super Google fan. But I'm feeling it. Especially for me personally, what I gave to get this phone, like, I kind of, it was a steal for me. So that's why I am going to make another video. I think I know when it comes to upgrading and stuff like that with this phone in particular. The Google Pixel 2 and XL do have 2-year warranties. Woo! I do got carpet, so I'm good. They got 2-year warranties, so my warranty on this phone is good until 2019, into 2019. So when you factor all that into buying another smartphone, so it's like, why would I need to like yearly upgrade when I got a 2-year warranty on this one? And we're talking about Snapdragon 835 versus 45. The difference is very marginal. Let me did a lot of rambling and talking. Let's get to the joints. Like I said, the phone's been out for a minute, so there ain't really much that nobody doesn't know. Camera quality's great. I don't know if this really plays a part into like how fast things are, but as far as Android P, like it's still beta, like 1, but for whatever reason on this phone it's running like butter. So it's my daily driver. I'm not switching back to anything. People, if you want to know if you can run this joint on the Google Pixel, you can run Android P daily. So that's just my opinion. But rear fingerprint sensor, pretty fast. Not as fast as the OnePlus 6, but you know, that's the top of the list. Like they've been the fastest fingerprint sensor like for a minute, but this is pretty dang fast. So just a quick little joint. I don't have like everything cleared, but 1, 2, 3. Oops. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. It looks like the accuracy as far as reading my fingerprint is a little better. I do got this fat case, so hold on. Let's try it again. All right, ready? I don't know, man. Okay. One more time for good measure. 1, 2, 3. I think I kind of cheated that one. Ready? 1. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I'm not good with the timing stuff on this. Like, I don't really like. I like the round. They got this oval joint on the OnePlus 6, but used to be round. But you know, there they go following trends. But another underrated feature. Always on display. I'm not I'm not crazy about it. I got an ambient display on the OnePlus 6 that does just fine. But there's a little bit more functionality here with this. So you can see replies and stuff. You can reply right from the screen, and that's pretty dope. Let's see. Let's just talk about bands real quick. This is a Verizon variant, by the way. I'm on T-Mobile. If you do want to use like the Verizon variant, it works. It has all the bands. The only thing that's different is you got the lock bootloader, and you can fix that if you want to. But I didn't do any of that. I just popped my T-Mobile SIM in. I got LTE. I got Wi-Fi calling. I got my visual voicemail. All that stuff's working. So, but man, my time playing. Like the only downside I wish that they didn't do is the 1080p display. It is a 1080p. It's not 4K or 2K or is it technically 2K? I don't know. It don't got the quad HD stuff that like the XL version has, which I totally understand. You take that off for your lesser model. But for me, I just think some people just prefer smaller phones, so why not give everything that's to offer on the bigger phone, on the smaller phone too. But dual front-facing speakers. Let me do a quick sound test. Let me see. From what my listens and stuff, it's pretty nice. It's nice. Like I prefer this over a mono speaker, obviously, any day. But it's not as deep with the bass, like a little bit on the on the iPhone X. the iPhone has like a bottom fire and it comes out the earpiece as well. But I don't know. It's all about what you prefer. Let me see. Try to find some music that ain't gonna get your boy in trouble. I don't know, man. I might use this drum before. It don't matter. I just want y'all to hear the volume and stuff. So, max volume. I don't got it like right on my mic. I don't want to distort anything, but let me see. Hey, you know I got the Google Pixel and I'm about to rap. I gotta entertain my fans, so I'm about to, nah. I can't rap for nothing. I gotta flow. I can flow. If you give me some writtens, I got you. Hey. Alright. Let me try to compare that real quick to something terrible. Like the OnePlus 6 mono speaker. Like, the more you use things like that, you start to realize that, like, you can't really go back. I mean, sometimes you can go back, but like playing games on here with the mono speaker sucks because your hand is always like covering the speaker. On here you ain't got to worry about that, although the screen is smaller. So, but the dual speakers are on the XL version too. So let me see, let's crank this up. See, now this isn't a terrible speaker, it's just it's bottom firing. Like, what if they just had a single front firing speaker? Maybe. I don't know. So, see, it's like, so, gone. I imagine playing games, you're just like, you always gotta like depending on your hand, obviously, this is the way I gotta play my games, is like this bottom firing speaker up here, so that way I don't block it. But if I'm playing the other way, my palm kind of blocks it, so this is coming out the left speaker, so, or right, so, I mean, you know, just comparing it to iPhone X, and I didn't do a comparison with that one, but I believe this is a little bit better in terms of just, it's a little bit deeper in sound and all that stuff. But anyway, though, kind of closing out here, all in all, I will make another video just kind of giving y'all a little bit more of my opinion on the Google Pixel. I don't know why I keep saying OnePlus. Get OnePlus out your head. Alright, I'm gonna give y'all an opinion on the Google Pixel 2 a little bit more in depth. With all the rumors of the Google Pixel 3, 3XL coming out, the more I use this phone, it's starting to really make me realize or wonder whether should you even purchase the Google Pixel 3 when it comes out. You know, you want the new shiny new stuff, but for anybody who's just kind of looking for something to get by, or just a really good phone without having to fork up like so much money up front like that, like you can find this phone way cheaper than what it was like when it came out, or even on the website. You can go on Craigslist, you can go on eBay, wherever, OfferUp, so many different ways to get a different phone, to get a phone today. It's not always necessary to go to the carrier, go through like the manufacturer to get a phone. You want that obviously because you get the warranties, but I still got a warranty. So, like I said, man, we're gonna follow up a little bit, but so far so great. This is gonna be my Android P like testing device as well too. So I got some more videos coming up on uh, what I think about Android P so far. So anyway, man, it's your man. Hit me up, Facebook, Instagram, the comments, like, subscribe to your boy. I'm out here. It's your man. And that phone was the ZTE Axon 7. That's all I got. I'm out.